So, and gentlemen, guys, welcome back to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. This is chapter 315, when we last left off. We had returned back to England. We just finished exploring Norway. We have this quest, The Lost Drengiligr of Ragnar Lothbrok. We're about to partake in. And then we're going to continue on with main story stuff and whatnot. So, we have to travel to the Pit of Snakes, which is just outside Jorvik. So, we will travel to Jorvik and we'll just run out of it. Go somewhere that way. Gonna wait a second. My health regains, and then I'll jump off this. Oh, I almost fell off. The Minster. It's been a long time since we've been to the Minster. I remember being there and finding and killing the right chick, the Firebrand, I think, or something like that. Excited to see how this plays out, if and what we get anything from it. What and if, rather.
This pit, it fits the description in the letter about Ragnar Lothbrok.
You construct Ragnar's death. Ragnar's death.
There is the cage that held him. The site abandoned, as if used once for a ritual, and never again. Here, this is the place where Ragnar Lothbrok met his end. He must have been naked and bloodied, every drop draining into the pit. This supreme bringer of all men, now King Ella's prize.
I have seen this day 1,000 times. Baldur keeps a cup of mead for me. I welcome my entry into the land of champions.
Mocked, ridiculed, humiliated. His honor did not budge. Dragged by cowards, thrown to snakes. They were more afraid than him.
I face death with a thirst on my lips. My reputation cannot be unwritten, inscribed on the hearts of those who fought beside me.
Set upon by venomous snakes, he stood and spoke with honor in spine for all those who live their lives for glory alone.
Oh, how the young pigs would grunt if they knew how this old boar suffered. You will meet them, Ale. One day, they will come.
His men came too late to save him. Those who fought for him, they loved him dearly. Their oaths, unbreakable. I have sent your Drengiligr to meet you, great king. You will be with them once again. There, where he fell, something glints in the soil. There is something in a pit, something left behind.
Probably a weapon, a dagger or something.
Ragnar's dagger.
Yep.
The fine sayx of Damascus steel.
That's a pain in the ass because I stopped using daggers. But that's cool nonetheless. I want to check it out at least. Deploy a smoke bomb and kill when outnumbered, which is pretty much, you know, all the time. It's not the greatest thing I could have got. Yeah, let's travel back to Ravensthorpe. have a little bit to do here before we partake. Raventhorpe Status
A
Town.
message has come.
Read letters from Francia. Odo's letter. Letter from Count Odo. I'll be honest, I have no idea what that, has to do with me.
Sigurd,
Eivor, before you say more, I must tell you something. Randvi and I have ended our marriage.
I am sorry to hear that.
Ah, do not be. We adore one another dearly, but our marriage was not built on love. We were brought together as an act of peace. I was pledged to her well before I knew her, and though we have tried to settle our differences and find love in our faults, it has not worked out. And so we have dissolved our bond. Yet as a clan, we will grow together.
And I'm glad for you both, and for the rest of us. This place would not be the same without you two.
My love.
Should we take this to your chamber?
No need.
And there you can see Sigurd walking away. That's brutal. Alright, anyways though. Let's finish off the Alliance map here.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Hamptonshire, which, like I said, should be the last one. It is.
Hamptonshire, the last Saxon stronghold.
And very heavily guarded. King Alfred is preparing for war. You will meet tremendous resistance.
As will Alfred. Is Guthrum Jarl there with his army?
He is. He and Ubba have gathered a sizable force and intend on launching an attack on Alfred soon. If we support their assault, England will fall to us. A pagan land where a multitude of gods may freely roam.
Let's do it. The last bastion.
I'll go to Hamptonshire and speak with Guthrum. Send word to our allies to gather on the Thames, just outside the Shire.
I will. May the gods share in this, our final victory.
Travel to Warham.
What is it?
Eivor, you must not go. You must not. The signs, the portents, they shout and wail. Your leaving will be our doom.
Speak clearly, Valka. What have you seen?
I have thrown the bones. I have stirred the offal of beasts. And in the rising steam, I saw the end of it all. Though this battle you may win, this war you will not. Your foe will be your master. Your hope will be your grief. This is fate. Our fate.
I thank you for this, Valka. But the yawns of fate are too frayed for me to follow now. I owe this fight to my friends and allies. And I will see it through.
Go then, with great care. But know that the home you leave will not be the home to which you return.
Loud and clear, my friend, loud and clear.
I'm nearing where...
Eivor, you come at Guthrum's call. It is good to see you.
And you, Soma. There is an uneasy peace here. Both armies with their hackles up. Was blood spilled?
No, we took Wareham without resistance. These Saxons accompany their lord as we stand beside Guthrum.
So this fort is not the sum of his ambitions. Guthrum's plan is to bring the Saxons to the table.
If he can win the peace without a fight, he will do so.
And how likely is that?
Just now they sit on their thumbs in the church, talking in circles. Come, I will take you to him.
Who is Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred?
That's right. The king of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate. Seems we have him on the back foot.
Guthrum should be careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue.
Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor.
Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage.
Then give us counsel. Stand by Guthrum, show our strength. The king of Hayseeds will soon be humbled, trust me.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swagger and strength has my attention, Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Wessex has a king, and that king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
Guthrum does not negotiate with oathbreakers, men whose words are only shadows of their faults.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross, and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing contest? If Guthrum has given you his word, he will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have one day. Do not test the king's patience further, or our men will return to Wareham with force.
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen. Their commander, what did his men cry as he fell? Ula? Uba? Yes, that was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your retreat in Chippenham.
Uber dead? It cannot be. Gods, I will tear that Saxon skin from his bones if this is true.
Alfred hisses with a snake tongue, but he gains nothing from this lie.
When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day.
You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milk sack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his head.
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We will burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred.
Hamptonshire Arc started the prophecies of the king.
Burn Wareham to the ground!
The houses and silos are manageable. Pillaging progress.
Payment for those warriors they have sent to Valhalla!
I could also use fire arrows. Get up there.
Let vengeance steer your sword!
For Uber! Every sword you send to Valhalla, I'll send 10 to your hell! You will burn Wareham, scum!
Fire and flames! Burn it all! Their prayers go unanswered this day. We should find Soma.
Do not lose your nerve!
This place is routed, Soma.
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of here, along the road. Come on, men! Move!
Escort the Danes.
Ah!
Oh. Here comes resistance.
Saxons ahead!
Together! Hey, you! Your time's up! For Uber! His blood soaks your soil!
I throw her up in this fun as all hell.
With me, brother!
Where is your king now, Saxon? Towering like a mountain! Every soul we meet, sent...
The ruins
Here comes
are close.
more.
Keep moving!
More Saxons! Draw your weapons!
The ruins are close! Keep moving!
Cut down the stragglers! Uber! His blood soaks your soil! I'll keep the rat busy!
Where is your king now, Saxon? Towering like a mountain!
Every Saxon is eager to meet their maker!
One thing I haven't used in a while is my grappling hook, actually. Just thought about that. Long time since I've used it.
We can rest here a moment. Now, tell me what you know of that breaker of rings. Weak and wretched troll.
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength. He'll not be easy to oust.
Fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough. You must find a weakness.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know they're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred will warm his heels by the fire, while Uber lies cold in an English field.
I have called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham our final prize?
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The hostages Alfred took. If there is a chance to save them.
You will not lose more friends today. Where are they held?
A place further ahead through this forest. They call it Hampton Blockade.
Soma, ride north to the Thames and lead my allies south. They should be gathered by now.
I will.
Gather on the river passing Chippenham. The rest of you set up camp there. I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become a true leader, Eivor.
There is much to come, Guthrum, before we can rest with mead in our hands and songs in our ears.
I will crush Alfred's skull with my bare hands if Ubba is dead.
We cannot dwell on this, even if it's true. If you want the throne, only strategy will deliver it.
Or bloody wrath will steal it. I will follow this Alfred, hound his heels. Revenge burns within me.
A wise man once told me, we do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift.
You turn my words against me now, Wolf-Kissed.
I took them to heart in my darkest times, my friend.
And Sigurd? He is back with you?
My brother's story is a long one, and for another time. Ridding the land of a strong ruler will make Wessex harder to tame.
You almost sound like you respect him, Eivor.
I have come to understand the trials of leadership, Guthrum. It is hard not to, when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands.
This is the blockade. The hostages must be in these buildings. What is your plan?
We can tread quietly, so as not to alert the guards. But I can raid this place in moments with my crew.
I will follow your lead.
He, like, missed. I'm, like, out of arrows.
This place is heavily guarded.
Find and rescue the Danes. I believe they're up that way. I'll figure it out.
Show me.
Ready to pay attention now? Do you think he kept his word? He swore he would not kill them.
I cannot say for certain. Just hope we find them soon.
This might be a trap.
I had to hand them over. Alfred demanded it.
We will save them, Guthrum. Stay calm. Can you see your men?
No, but we must keep looking.
Okay. It's a good thing. Let me use the ladder as it intended. I don't think there's any other way into this building except for right in front of us.
Are you Guthrum's men?
Aye. Free us and we will fight by your side.
My thanks. I'm in your debt.
Every Saxon who spat at me will die.
You'll have your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here, to our camp near Chippenham.
Four guys left. 5? No, 4.
I told you Guthrum wouldn't leave us here to rot.
Guthrum, some of your men.
Easy.
Enough skulking.
Thank you.
I think I have the key, yeah.
Go to the camp near Chippenham. Find your countrymen there.
Good. We'll pay back the Saxons
Oh,
for
Guthrum.
the insults they heaped on us.
Thank you, Eivor. You did a great deed here. Their families will raise a cup to you.
I need no thanks, Guthrum. Let us speak more when we are safely away. We're safe here. Let us speak with... You should join your people at the camp. Even a surprise takes preparation.
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor. You wear it well. You have grown much since last we spoke.
You judged me fairly, Guthrum. Harsh though your words were. But I do not make the same mistake twice.
How is your brother, Sigurd?
He lives. A changed man. But he is free of Fulke's torment. That at least was a deed well done.
Will this all be worth it in the end? Everything we have done? Everything we have sacrificed to win this land? Sometimes I dream of soothed black furrowed earth. And blood seeping from seedlings, poisoning our future.
We must believe our way of life will survive. Our fates are woven, but our deeds forge our destiny.
And so to our final battle. We will wait for you at the camp.
Kingdom's End. And of course a level. Rather a mastery point, I suppose. Holy Day.
Guthrum, my Jarl, we must speak.
Another matter that needs my attention. I will meet you at the camp.
Travel to the forward camp. Might as well fast travel and run down. I think before we start, I'm gonna save, and then we'll continue on.
West of Affentune. I fear the worst, but I must know.
I don't know if this is like a minor manner, but I would like to know if he is dead.
Sunan, guide me.
Right up that way. Because you never know, he might not be dead.
Go, my eyes.
Alright. I'm just gonna save here. Give me 1 second. We'll be right back.